Hey you guys, it's Kenyatta and I am coming with a video. Now this video is late. This is my August books that I've read in the month of August. And this month I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 books. So first book I read, I started this actually in July and finished in August. It is Becoming Jane Eyre by Sheila Kohler. Now this book is about the author Charlotte Bronte and her sisters, but specifically Charlotte Bronte, and she tells a fiction story about Charlotte as she is creating Jane Eyre. So this is just a fictional retelling, well, not retelling, a fictional story about Charlotte Bronte's life and as she was writing Jane Eyre. I did enjoy this book. It was a slow read, but I did enjoy it. The second book I read was Spinny Silver by Naomi Novik. I got this book from the Book of the Month Club. I really enjoyed this book. I think I gave this book 5 out of 5. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. This it's I guess it's like a kind of a retelling of Rumpelstiltskin, but it's not about Rumpelstiltskin. It's about these money lenders. This girl, what is her name? It's been a minute since I read it. Miriam. Her dad is a money lender and her mom's father is a money lender, and she takes over the business and she's really good at it. And the Stark King finds out about this girl who can turn silver into gold, and he challenged her to turn silver into gold. And it's just a very interesting adventure, and also opens up another adventure that connects everything together. And I really enjoyed this. There is a book before that. I'm going to get that and read that as well, but this is the one I read. I really enjoyed that one. The next book I read is The Chalk Man by C.G. Tudor. This is a book I really liked as well. Ooh, I don't read a lot of thrillers and suspense. I don't, because I am a scaredy cat. And it's just like when you're reading something like this and you know something's going to happen, when you watch the movie, you can like turn your head or close your eyes or push pause, skip past it. You can't do that with a book, because if you want to know what happens, you got to keep reading them. But I really like this. And it was kind of twisted. I'm not gonna lie. It was really twisted. It's about these group of friends. When they were younger, they would leave chalk figures in front of each other's houses in different colors so they know who is writing to who, and it give clues on where to meet up. Well, they found these chalk figures inside their in front of their doors one day, and it led them to the body of a young girl. And so this book is all about who did it and why, and who's to blame and who's innocent, and who, it gets really twisted, because I just wasn't ready for the way this ended. I just was not, but I enjoyed it. I can't remember what I gave this one. It's on my Goodreads account what I gave all these books, because it's been a minute, because I'm recording this late. So yes, I enjoyed this one. I got this from the Book of the Month Club as well. The next book I got from the Book of the Month Club as well is The Dinner List. Now, it's that question of, if you can invite 5 people to your dinner, to your birthday dinner, whether they dead or alive, who would you invite? And she, see, the synopsis tells Aubrey Hepburn was there, her ex boyfriend Tobias, her best friend, and 2 other people. I enjoyed this book. It is like one of those moving on, letting go of the past, and just being able to live and not staying dormant to where you are because you can't let go of things and you can't allow things to move on because you can't move on. So this is what I got out of this book. Um, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't one of my favorites. I give it that. But it's by Rebecca Surley. It was The Dinner List. The next book I got from my Outcry box, and it's Grace and Fury by Tracy Bankart. And I absolutely love this book. I cannot wait to continue this series because it was a freaking amazing. Oh my god. I think I had to have read this in like two. I would have read it faster. I miss the days when I didn't have to work because sometimes it takes me a minute to read a book because I have to work. But this is about two sisters, and they are forced into lifestyles that neither one of them wanted. And they're having to fight in their own ways, in their own different battles. And and I guess that, I don't know, I think they're trying to get back to each other. Yeah. But it's really good. I mean, it's about these two sisters, and oh my goodness, one wants to be an heir and the other one doesn't, but things happen and one gets, the one who didn't want to be with the heir gets chosen, and the other one gets sent off to this volcanic island prison, and it's really like you really gotta fight to survive. So this is really good. It's one of my favorites of this month. Matter of fact, I think it was my favorite. My favorite of all the books I read in August, this was. So yes, thank you, Al Craig, for this book. Is the bomb. The next book I read, some books I read two at a time, two or three at a time, because I'm listening to an audio at work as well as reading a book. So the first audio I listened to this month was Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I'm actually listening to Harry Potter, one each month. I've read the books. I've read the seventh book, the Deathly Hallows. I read that 3 times already, but I'm reading one each month. Just to but I'm listening to it on audio this time because I want a whole new experience, and I'm just getting my mind set up for the Wizard Fest in November 4th, because I am going. Yay! I'm super excited about that. So yeah, Harry Potter Prisoner of Azkaban was the first audio I listened to, started saying to me, and it is awesome like always. The next book I read was To All the Boys I Loved Before by Jenny Han. I got this from Target. I love this book. Actually, I love this book, and I also watched the movie on Netflix. I watched the movie first, and I'm so glad I did, because I would not have liked the movie if I'd have read this first. You know how I go. They change stuff, they take a lot out, and they add stuff that just wasn't in the book. But I love the movie because I saw it first, and it wasn't like, oh, that's who they picked. Oh, they did that, because I already had my imagination running wild from reading the book. So I really, really love this book, and I love the movie. So if you haven't read this, check this out and go watch the movie on Netflix. But if you don't know what it's about this girl who wrote these love letters she never meant to be sent out, in a total 5, and they got sent out, and she has to deal with the complications that come with the people receiving those letters. So it's a really, really cute story. The next book I got and read was from the Book of the Month Club, The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. This was also a suspense like thriller, and again, had my hairs up. I was kind of freaking out reading this. I couldn't skip parts. I couldn't run away. Couldn't close my eyes. Well, I did, but I had to keep reading. Oh my goodness. I was not ready for the twists and turns and the unexpected. Oh my god. It's just so many things that happened I was not expecting. And I was not disappointed at all. I mean, because it's freaked me out, I cannot see myself rereading this. But if I wasn't such a scaredy cat, I would reread this. So, but yes, The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. Oh my goodness, this is so freaking good. I I don't have anything bad to say about it. I don't. I just don't. It was good. I really really love this book. It scared me, but I loved it. Okay. The next book I read was Boss, The Streets Are Watching by Jamon. Now this book is about this young is he 16 year old who all his life he's been living on the streets of Brooklyn, and he just wanted to be a pimp. That was his life goals, to be a pimp. And the one he looked up to is the king pimp, the pimp of Brooklyn, the king of Brooklyn. And that's what his life goals was, to be a pimp. And at 16 he did that. He did that and did it well, like a boss. And the story is it's a series, so I want to finish this because it's whew, that 16-year-old's a mess, hot mess. But yeah, this was a really good book. I'm gonna read the synopsis because it's not that long. Ever since Carlos could remember, he had women flocking to him, always talking about how cute he was, calling him their little P. Hearing that repetitively at a young age did something to the young black and Dominican boy from Fort Greene projects. Raised by his grandmother, never knowing who his mother or father was, Lost wasn't your ordinary little dude running around the neighborhood thugging. Unlike most of the kids in Brooklyn, he wasn't fond of sports and he didn't like school. Money, big cars, bright, expensive fabrics, salacious women, and jewelry were what fascinated him. King Pimp was more like Lost's mentor. He was the little boy's everything. He idolized the king of Brooklyn, from the way that he dressed, the girls that he had, to the way he drove his caddy through the city. Find out who plays the biggest role in Lost's life to make him a real boss. Will it be this grandmother who raised him, Peaches his first hoe, CP his bottom, BITCH, or King Pimp, the man he's destined to be better than? Always remember, the streets are watching. This was really good. I am going to pick up the second book because I really really enjoyed that. The next book I read was The Beast, A Tale of Love and Revenge by Lisa Jensen. And I bought this from Target really because I love this cover. It is freaking amazing. It feels awesome. So beautiful. So freaking beautiful. After I bought it, because I bought it for the cover and I knew it was a Beauty and the Beast retelling, one of my favorite fairy tales. I saw some reviews that was like, oh my goodness, did I buy a book that wasn't good? But I actually love the book. It's kind of dark. It's oh my goodness. It's from the point of view of the fan of the Beast, because if you think about it, Beauty falls in love with the Beast as he is the Beast, and after the curse was put on the man. The curse was put on the man. So after he's cursed, he turns into the Beast. Beauty falls in love with the Beast. Now that's not their names in this book. Beauty falls in love with the Beast, and well, then Beauty kisses him and he turns back into the prince, but the prince ain't the one that she fell in love with. Now it's kind of twisted because the lady in love with the beast, the animal, and like I said, there's some very dark things that happen in this book, but it is a wonderful retelling if you can get past a little the dark parts, but I enjoyed it. I really did. And then the last book that I listened to on audio was P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han, part two of to All the Boys I Loved Before. I really enjoyed that. I'm going to get part three soon, so I can listen to. I think I'm going to buy that because I'm gonna buy the paperback for P.S. I Still Love You, so I'm gonna buy the paperback for the third book as well. So yeah, that is all for the books I read this month. I really enjoyed reading all these books. It was a fabulous month. I cannot believe I read all these books. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I will be back soon with another video. And thank you. Please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe. Mwah. Bye.